Hello folks, today we're going to be cooking up some steaks. I ordered some rubs from our buddy Heath Riles, and we're going to try them. You might see I have a guest with me today. Got Chris, my buddy Chris, with me.
What's up?
And we will be cooking up some steaks. We got a couple of small T-bones, 2 porterhouse steaks, and also a tomahawk steak. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix up the rubs. We're going to show you how we're going to do this. Chris has a very unique way of hanging his tomahawks. We're going to cook this on the Gateway drum smoker. Right now we've got it sit at about 250 degrees. We're going to get a little bit of smoke on the meat first and kind of do a reverse sear. And then afterwards we'll sear them. We've got a grate at the very bottom of the Gateway drum smoker, and then we got a grate at the top. So we're going to show you guys the process. It's going to take you along, but first we're going to show you what we do to put the rub on these. I'm going to go ahead and clean these up. Chris is going to trim some of the meat off of the tomahawk steak, and he's got a very neat way of cooking this, and I think that you guys will like it. So let's go ahead and get after it. Actually, Chris, while you do that, I'm going to grab the hook.
Perfect. So we got some a little. It's more like a cowboy cut probably than a tomahawk, just because it does have probably about a 4 or 5 inch handle on it. So you can kind of go ahead and see here, we do have a little bit of meat still just surrounding the bone. So all I'm going to do is just go ahead and take that off, kind of French it a little bit. I'm not a butcher at all, so it's not going to look as sexy as you might see it on TV.
Yeah, we just like to cook.
Yes.
We leave the butchering to somebody else.
But basically, I want to take some of this thin meat off, just that way. Just because if I were to hang it, like Joe said, we are, all that would do would just, honestly, it would just kind of burn up and, kind of mess with your presentation, and you're not gonna be able to eat it anyway. So let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit.
All right, guys. These steaks were cooked from a buddy of mine in Las Cruces, or they're actually, I'm sorry, the cattle was raised by a buddy of mine in Las Cruces. So I've got 2 pretty small T-bones. I had the bigger ones already, had these left over. So this is locally owned and raised beef. Just gonna dry up the any excess blood off of these. Okay, just like that. And the rubs that we're gonna use again are from Heath Riles. So we're gonna actually try these rubs a couple of different ways. The first steak here, this porterhouse, actually, we're going to rub these down with a little bit of olive oil first. Just to use as a binder, and it'll help with the searing process as well. Just a little bit. All right, so on the one of the porterhouses, actually on the cowboy cut or tomahawk, we're going to use all 3. On one of these porterhouses, we're going to try the pecan rub and the beef rub on one. Just pat it, don't rub it. And here's the beef rub. So we're going to give them a light coating of each on both sides. And just pat it, flip it, just reverse the order. And these rubs, guys, smell amazing right out of the bottle. We tasted them earlier, and we really like the flavor of them. So Flavor Town train is coming. So we're gonna do that one, those 2 rubs on one of these porterhouses, and the second one, we're going to use, it's also a Heath Riles product. What is it called, Chris?
It's the Heath Riles Jalapeno Garlic Seasonal.
Jalapeno Garlic Seasonal. And this has got a little bit of kick to it. Not too much. So we're using that. Don't pay attention to the name on that bottle. We actually just transfer the rub onto that bottle. And then the beef rub on this one. So we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Just a light coating. It is a seasonal, so it's got a little bit of salt, so be careful with that. So Chris is drilling the bone there And we're gonna hang that on our gateway drum. All right, folks. So on this one, actually, Chris, you want to go ahead and on this one here, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to use all 3 rubs on this steak. We're going to finish these off. We're going to take you outside and show you guys how we hang these steaks on the gateway drum. So stay tuned, guys. All right, folks. So we're outside. Got the drum sitting right at 225 degrees, and we've got the tomahawk. What Chris did is he drilled through the bone. And we're going to hang that in the center of the grate. You'll see this right here. So he's going to hang it there in the middle, just like so. We're going to, again, we're doing a reverse sear, so we're going to let that, let me take you guys in a little bit closer. You can see that steak hanging right there, right in the middle. And we took out the diffuser, so we are not running a diffuser plate. Hold on, this. All right, guys, so next thing is we're going to put our steaks on. So again, we tried a different combination of the Heath Riles rubs. Ooh, smoky. And we put toothpicks on them so we can remember exactly which rubs went on what steak. And we're going to try these out. Again, this is my first time using these rubs on a steak, so really looking forward to that. And here's our process, guys, right here. You can see the toothpicks on it that we marked the steaks with. So we'll catch up here maybe 15-20 minutes. Stay tuned. All right, guys, the steaks have been on for about 20 minutes now. We're going to go ahead and pull the steaks off. And they've been smoking for right at 20-25 minutes.
Show them the backside of that, of the steak.
Look at that, guys. We're not done with them. Now we're gonna sear them. Okay, so the process is we're gonna take all of our steaks off. I'm gonna lift this grate up so Chris can grab that rib or the tomahawk. So that's coming off. Okay, and take a look at that tomahawk. Oh yeah, baby. So the fire, guys, at the bottom. The next process is the fire. We're gonna let this thing get nice and hot. We're gonna lift the lid off for a minute. We put the grate at the very bottom, okay? So at this point, there really is no need to put the lid back on. We're just gonna let that come up to, God, it's gonna scorch these steaks. So we're gonna let that fire get nice and hot, and then we're gonna put the steaks back into the pit at the very bottom pegs of this gateway drum. Chris, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So let's lay the tomahawk on there first. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna flip the steaks so that they were facing up, and face them babies down now. So it's good to have a good set of hot gloves, if you will. We're gonna let those cook probably 3 minutes on each side. So 3 minutes on each side, guys, and these things are getting a nice sear on them. Again, this is a reverse sear. 20 to 25 minutes at 225 to 250 on the smoke. We're gonna let these sear maybe 3 minutes on each side. We'll pull them off. It's always a good idea to turn the grate just like Chris did. And we'll see you guys inside when we get ready to cut into these steaks, so stay tuned. All right, folks, we're back. We pulled the steaks off. They've been resting for about 5 minutes now, and we're gonna cut right into these. Now, what we're gonna do is we got some T-bones, and then we got some porterhouse, sorry, the porterhouse steaks, and we've got these marked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass this T-bone here to Chris. That's got one toothpick on it, guys. And what I did on the one toothpick, we used the pecan rub and the beef rub, just these two rubs on this steak. and we're gonna give those a shot. We're also gonna try this T-bone here. This one has 2 toothpicks in it. We'll go ahead and pull those out. Okay, on the 2 toothpick steaks, what we did on those, we used the garlic habanero, jalapeno, I'm sorry, seasonal on this steak here, okay?
With the beef rub.
With the beef rub. So these 2, again, we're not showing, we just transferred it into a small shaker. So this is the one, which is on this side right here, with the pecan rub and the beef rub, and this is the number 2 on this side with the jalapeno garlic seasonal and the beef rub. Okay, so go ahead and cut those up there, Chris.
Yeah. So just when I'm walking up to these steaks, like Joe said, you know, we did one with the pecan rub. What I'm noticing off the bat with the pecan rub is it does have a little bit better color, I think, and it's just because it does have a little bit more sugar in it as opposed to the ones that just have the.
Yeah, you can clearly see it here.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep. So we got, like you said, we got T-bones and we got porterhouses. We did, you know, one of each. So the first one, I'm gonna go ahead and, for those of you guys at home, who probably may or may not know, the porterhouse comes from the loin also, the short loin, but it is a little bit more tender just because you have a larger fillet side than you would on a T-bone, and the other side, you do have a New York strip. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and cut into this one. And on these, we didn't even use a thermoprobe, we didn't use a thermopin, we just kind of went off of just color and feel, and it was definitely hot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and do this. So these are a little bit medium, not so much medium rare. The tenderloin does cook pretty quick because it is so lean. So there's your piece there.
Yeah, let's give this a shot.
Yeah, dude.
So cheers. This is, yeah, cheers. Oh yeah. That's the number 1. That's got the pecan rub and the beef rub. That's good. That's really tender. Wow.
It really is, yeah. So now we'll get into that New York strip we were talking about. Got this fat here a little bit.
Guys, and this review is mainly on the Heath Riles rubs on steak. Obviously, when you cook a brisket or pork butt, pork shoulder, you can add a lot more spice, a lot more rub to it. And but on these, we put a light coating of each of the ones we're trying here.
That's from the strip.
Yeah, this is a little bit more medium. A little bit of heat. Nothing crazy. That's good.
That's damn good. All right, so now we're gonna get in that next porterhouse. So this one had what on it?
So this one is the number 2. This is all Heath Riles. This is the jalapeno garlic seasonal, along with the beef rub. Okay, so we're gonna try these 2 and see right out of the gate on the porterhouse, see which one we actually like the best here. This one's a little bit more medium well.
Definitely don't get any sweet factor whatsoever, which makes sense because we didn't use that pecan.
That's good.
That's more of a traditional steakhouse, keeping it simple.
That has a really good steakhouse flavor.
And that gateway drum, man, that thing, I don't know if you guys saw it, that thing was roaring.
Yeah, when we seared them, guys, again, we reverse seared these steaks. They smoked for
30 minutes, 25.
25 minutes, and then we seared them for maybe 3 minutes on each side. That fire was roaring, guys. So, and the flavor just comes through. So, I mean, it's amazing. It's really, really good.
There you go, sir.
All right.
Nice drip.
Right amount of salt, too. I mean, that's good. That's coming, the saltiness is coming from the seasonal, the garlic habanero seasonal. Seasonals will traditionally have a little bit more salt, and I like
Yes.
that. I like that on the
And I'm
steaks.
telling you that you really pick up that jalapeno in the smell, but I don't really pick it up in the bite. And I will tell you this: I've been using this garlic jalapeno seasonal for honestly probably a couple of years now. I have really good success with it on brisket. So just take that full.
That the jalapeno flavor comes
Yes.
after the bite.
Correct.
It's not overpowering. It's really good. Now the I don't know which one of these, the pecan rub. Again, the first steak that we tried had the pecan rub and the beef rub. One of those has a little bit of spice.
I'm gonna say it would be the beef.
Probably the beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's really tasty. So
Sure. All right, so on these T-bones, not so much fillet on there, just because it is from the small end.
That's right,
We'll
Luis.
go ahead and try it.
woo.
But
That's
these
the
are-
number one. The number one was the pecan rub and beef rub. That's got a little bit of more smoky flavor to it. That piece that it was really, really good. Mm. I think these took on a little bit more smoke flavor.
Yeah, just because they're thinner.
Yeah, that was tasty. That's the that's almost just like as the jalapeno, almost as spicy as the jalapeno.
Almost.
Again, that one was the pecan rub and the beef rub, and now this one here is the garlic jalapeno seasonal with the beef rub here. Okay,
Really
so
didn't get a tenderloin on this one, so we'll just pull out the strip.
yeah, we'll just go off the strip taste. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I found my favorite already.
Mm-hmm.
Off of those steaks, I like the number 2 rubs that we put on. Right out of the gate, I mean, it just has a way better flavor. That's the garlic jalapeno seasonal with the beef rub.
Right.
Show you that. Okay, that's got really good flavor.
Now I mean, because these are also, you can double these, on briskets as well. And I really think that pecan would probably work very well on a brisket just because it is a longer, slower cook. And I really think that's when you'll start setting your bark, you know what I'm saying? I can see that there. And definitely on pork too.
Yeah, the pecan rub, we tasted them earlier, and it does have a sweet factor to
Oh
it.
yeah, for sure.
That would be good on ribs too.
Yes.
I think that would be really good. Even though it doesn't say specifically for beef, but I gotta tell you, I can't wait to try this on some ribs. So, all right.
The last one we have is this cowboy cut. This one, like Joe was talking about, we did hang it. I did wrap the bone, so you still have, it's not charred up or anything. But I mean, pretty decent looking steak. We hung it, same 20, 25 minutes. And we went ahead and seared them off equally with those. So all we'll do here, we'll go ahead and just cut down. Make sure we still get some of that rib cap in there.
Guys, and these steaks were all cooked at the same time. This one got a little bit more heat on it because we did hang it, so it was closer to the coals. But it is a thicker piece of meat. This one was about 1 inch thick, and these were about 3/4 of an inch thick. All of these steaks were about 3/4. So this one, you can see I think it's perfectly cooked. Okay, nice and juicy. I mean, really tender.
I think that's the best bite. I'll give you that one.
All right. So guys, on this one, before we eat this one here, we tried all 3 rubs, which was the everyday rub, the pecan rub, and then the beef rub. So this has all 3. Okay, so we're gonna give this one a shot.
I'm excited for this one.
Wow. Check this out, guys.
It's a balanced flavor. You know what I'm saying? Very balanced. I still think I do prefer, just to keeping it simple, with the jalapeno garlic seasonal and just the
beef rub.
Correct.
Guys, I think that's the winning combination right there. Again, the jalapeno garlic seasonal with the beef rub. Heath Riles, I think you hit one out of the park. Although all of the three, which were the pecan rub, the everyday rub, and the beef rub, had a really good flavor to it. I still think that double combination of the jalapeno garlic seasonal with the beef rub takes it. So one thing we don't want to forget about, Chris brought some sausage in. Where's the sausage from, Chris?
This is I'm from Alabama, for you guys that don't know. This is a little town just right outside of Montgomery, Alabama, which is a kind of central state. It's called Conecuh sausage. They make phenomenal sausage. They got about 3 different flavors. They got a Cajun flavor, they got a hot and spicy, they have an original, and they have a hickory. So these guys who know, like Post Oak, we consider with Central Texas, West Texas being pecan. Down in Alabama, we do like to cook with hickory. This is the hot and spicy one. I love this stuff. I eat this stuff way too much.
Yeah, this sausage, guys, is amazing.
Yes.
This is the second time that Chris has treated me to the sausage. And I like it, guys. It's really good. Got a good flavor to it. It's not your traditional. Snap. Yeah, really good snap. So thank you for bringing that sausage. So let's finish this off with a toast.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
Chris, good to have you, buddy.
Hey, thanks for joining me over, man. Guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, please subscribe and like my channel. Chris, you want to give a plug on your Instagram?
Yeah, man. I'm on Instagram. My handle there is Bushmaster_barbecue.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. See ya.